Okay, so same day, June 3, I think it is. Gonna be doing parking brake cables as well. This should be part 4 of putting rear brakes in the back of a 2003 Dodge Ram 2500 with a Cummins 4x4. Okay, I think I got them all. This should run from 03 to about 09, I believe. I've got a tensioner bracket. You'll see when I put that on. I just went to Napa. I don't know. Everything's made in China. I don't know how the Dorman or other aftermarket parts work. I know that the Mopar or Chrysler ones are super expensive, but of course they're gonna for sure work. But we're gonna try the Napa ones. I'm gonna take you along with me and see how they work. Hopefully everything buttons up. We got 4 boxes. This looks like an intermediate cable. This one doesn't feel like there's anything in it. There should be 4 cables. Should be right, sorry, left, a right, an intermediate, another intermediate, like a forward one, and then a front one that goes to your brake, parking brake pedal. Yeah, that's like the front intermediate one. That hooks onto here somehow. In the boxes, this one says right 119 and 11/16 inches. I've got a it looks like just a regular box. I don't know. It's not a short box. It's just a regular box, not a long box. It's not the 8-foot box. I don't know what the other side is. A 6-foot, 6.5. I don't know. And I got quad cab, not a crew cab, not the mega cab. But that looks like, so that should be the right side. Passenger side should be the biggest one. Should be the longest one. It goes all the way down the axle and into the other passenger side parking brake. That should be my, doesn't say, but should be my left side. Again, everything looks, so these two will kind of hook together there. Kind of through here somewhere. Yeah? Alright. Okay, so we're in the cab now of the truck. You can see this is the cable that comes up from the bottom through the cab to the floor, and it goes into this bracket here, and it's got these little clips on it that you got to release right here. Gotta push them in and drop this cable down, but this cable first has to be released from its from the pedal here. Goes right up into the brake. You see it wiggle in there? It's got to come out of that little. It's got to come out of that little bracket here. You can see it in the end. It's got to come out of there. Okay, so what I've done is I peeled away the carpet a little bit here. You can see where it comes up through the cab here. This is your front parking brake cable, and it goes up into this bracket here. Okay, I'll try to see if I can show you. I've disconnected it from the top there. You can see it's hanging loose. That come off the pedal. So it's just kind of loose inside this bracket now. It is pretty tight in there. Okay. I think you can see that there. You just feed it through and out. Alright, I'll show you here. So it's got these locking tabs. Ooh, focus. There you go. It's got these locking tabs on it. Alright, carry on. So I just shoved the cable down through here. There was a piece of rubber here, a grommet, big kind of rectangular grommet. So I just shoved it straight down through, and it's just hanging out down here now. So I'll continue on working my way back. Okay, that's coming from the front here. That goes up through the floor, up through there. You see it? Up through there. Alright, and you just follow this along. You got a junction there. So this cable right here kind of goes from here all the way to the front of your truck, to the brake pedal. And then you got this, I'm going to call that the intermediate cable here. Right here. Goes around your, around your frame bracket. And kind of, you can see it's just loosey-goosey there. And that goes into your tensioner over there. And then your, so this could be a bit of a problem. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I might just cut it because I have all the cables. But for giggles, I might just kind of see how bad it is to come apart. But then you have this. This is your tensioner. I got the new one kind of ready to go. I'm not sure if this foam piece is supposed to stay on or not. Probably not. I can cut that off. Not sure why they have that on there. And then you got your, this is your right cable, goes to your passenger side. And then your driver's side cable, that parking brake cable, is right there and attaches to the back of this right here. And that just plugs into the frame of the truck right up here. Same thing with those reverse barb kind of fittings. This one looks like it just slides through after you disconnect it off of the tensioner. Everything here is just loosey-goosey and rusty. Yeah. That was straight up rust coming down. Okay, so I'm going to try to do, so I'm going to try to take it out of this. Well, that could be tricky. Really, I should just give it the snip, you know, and just do it, but for giggles, I'm gonna do it the hard way. So it's got all these reversed barb kind of fittings. So let's get at it without getting rained on too hard. All right. Pick the right tool, maybe. Let's see what this looks like. Alright, I see how that works. Oh, it just pops through like that. That was pretty easy, not gonna lie. This is just, you believe it or not, that's just plastic. And if I'm reading it correctly here, it's looking like, I thought I read something on it. Can you believe this? Just got dumped on. You can't see anything. Now, you might not be able to see that, but that says made in Canada. You believe that? Made in Canada? I think it's made in Canada. We don't make anything over here. And also on this, where are you? Aluminum part here, it says, I thought it said a name that I had seen somewhere in the aftermarket. It says Dura. Now, I saw those cables. I don't think this cable's that old. But I have it, so I'm replacing it. Yeah, I don't think this cable's that old, to be honest. But, okay, now I'm going to try to get it. Excuse the squeaking, wow. I'm going to try to get it out of this, okay? It looks like it could be a little bit tricky. You gotta move. This is in here kind of on a, it can't get past here, okay? Same thing as this little thing in here, can't get past here. So you gotta move this forward or push this cable past here so that it can clear. So we'll try it. Well, you get the idea. It looks like a big pain in the butt, so I'm just going to cut them. They're pretty tough. Alright, got her. Like a little snap-on pliers. Alright. Okay, that's pretty much the front section and intermediate sections done. Okay, so I got the new cable through the floor. That grommet was a real pain in the butt. As you can see, I've got it just going through the grommet onto the floor like that. Here's my new cable. It's got to get all kind of tucked up under there, but I think I'm going to hook it up to the brake pedal first. Okay, just like that. And you force it up a bit. There, I'm gonna make a good snap, and she's in there. Now you want to take this cable, and you want to run her into your brake pedal. That should be easy enough. I'll try to show you where that's got to go. A little bit hard to see. It's a little bit hard to see. It's in there somewhere, you'll see. If you take it off, you'll be able to put it back on. So you can see this cable comes out of the floor, down and around. It's got a lock into this bracket here. There you go. Locked in. That actually was not too bad of a job to do. And you have this part, comes in the new intermediate kit. This one here. Here, hang on. Oh, if you're hearing those kids outside, that's my boy and the neighbors. Sounds like they're having a blast. So this, give you an idea. This will, the big end goes in here. Okay, and then it forces itself into there. It pulls tight. Alright, so I'm going to put that up there. Oopsie doodles. Okay. And that front line here, that's connected up to my brake pedal. Park and brake pedal already. Seems like it's a different size here than here. Are these different sizes? Yeah, these are different sizes if you can see that. So I'm gonna have to figure out if I got this cable on wrong, or if it's just the wrong clip to go into it. But give me a sec. All right. So I found out that this end here is a little bit smaller than the other side. So I had to take this whole cable out again. Now, taking it out wasn't as fun as putting it in. These little clips here, there's 3. So not just 2 like on the plastic one, there's 3. And it was a bear. They came out of the housing and everything, and I had to switch the grommet. It was not fun. So make sure when you put yours in, look to see. This one was a little bit smaller and it'll fit into this little bracket here. That other side is quite a bit bigger actually, and it barely fits into the brake pedal clip. That was a struggle too, but it's in there now and it looks like it's good and it won't come out, so we'll carry on with the intermediate cable. Okay, got the cable here. Now it slips in behind here, okay? And it just rests on top of here, like through here, okay? So what you want to do, if you can see that, you see it there, you want to give it a bit of a yank so that it goes into that bracket proper. It's a little bit further in the bracket here. Now, it's not going to come out. So just want to feed that kind of through here, and you got a dangler right there. So we're just working our way back here. I'm going to move you. All right, what you're looking at, you got the parking brake tensioner, kind of a bracket. I got a new one here. So this piece here, this goes to your intermediate cable. Okay, right here. Somehow, this has got to come back far enough to go all the way into here. That's pretty crazy. So we'll see how that all works. Good. So she's pretty deep in the bracket right there. And it's got to hook up to this end over here. But first we got to disassemble that. Take that all apart. So that should be pretty easy. It's got these alligator or kind of reverse barb clips. See if I can just squish them down a little bit. So it's a little bit rusty, but it did come out there, so now she's just kind of hanging here, just like that. So I guess it just kind of goes, kind of funny how that goes. Where are you? Alright, you can kind of see. So it is kind of loose on this cable, so I'm kind of excited about that. So it just kind of comes off there like that. It goes on like that. Kind of twists and comes off. This goes back to your, oh yeah, she seized right up. Oh, driver's side parking brake. And this is your passenger side parking brake. Real pain in the butt. Got it. That's not the way I wanted to do it, but that's the way it got done. Alright, next. So I've actually decided to just pull the passenger side parking brake out too. It goes out through that hanger, and then it goes out kind of down the axle a ways there. Yeah, you can see it kind of go there through there. So I'm going to take that all apart and then kind of come back. Got a bit of a clip or a clamp here. Just squeal that off quick. So she's hanging pretty loose now. That goes through the top hole in the front of the frame there. So the passenger side goes through the top hole. Alright. Tell you what, I'd rather do any other job. This job's not, it's not the most fun. To get dirty. Alright, so I'm just going to lay it down and measure it against my new cable. Alright, everything looked good. Got my new cable here. I'm going to start by stringing it through up front here. It goes through this hanger here. Hopefully you can see that. This has been harder to video. You feed it through the frame. It goes through the top hole like I said before once already. Alrighty. Hey, now she's got to come around here behind all this wiring, remember? Okay, I've got to go back into this clip here. But kind of before you do that, you kind of do want to make sure that you got it in the brake itself. Alright, I'll move you over here so you can see. I'll put it in the left side. Sorry, the right side, the passenger side. Alright, I got you kind of hanging a little bit funny there, but as you can see, this here is your parking brake lever. This here is your parking brake holder. Let's see if I can... Ah, yeah, that's good. That's all right. This here, where'd they go? This here's your parking brake cable, okay? This bendy piece here has got to go into the parking brake lever. And this reverse barb kind of thing's got to go into here. All right, let's see how we do. Actually, it went pretty smooth. It's locked in here now. I don't know if you can see right here. Oh, okay, I see what I gotta do. Wrong side of the axle, fella. There's a little clip here. There's a little metal piece on your brake. I come with a new clip, but that fits perfectly there. It's still working beauty. Alright, so now I'll go back up there and I'll put it in the clip. Now that this is all hooked up. Alright. Mom should wear a hard hat. But don't. That's dumb. Yeah, I got my brake cable here. Yeah, make sure you got some wire loom. It is quite a bit of extra cable, so I'm going to probably zip tie it to here. But it fits real nice right here. By the looks of things. So I'm just going to put it down onto that. Alright, onto the driver's side brake cable. Ow. That should be right here. Whoop. Where are you? Let's see if I can get you in close. Oh, I see what I gotta do. Hang on 1 second. Alright. So, this is the other, the driver's side. Now you see, remember that the parking brake lever is now going to be on the bottom instead of on the top. It's just reversed, right? So I'm going to first hook it in here and get it in the holder before putting it up front. Because if I put it up front first, I might have trouble getting the right angle to get. I might not have enough slack on the parking brake cable. So I'm first going to install it on this back end here. Well, you see here, here's your lever right here. Right here. Well, there you be. She's attached now. That should be fine. I'm going to give the cable a bit of a pull. See if that moves at all. I can't pull it tight enough. But you get that idea. Now I'm going to move you up to see where I'm putting it in up top here. Alright, you can see this is the passenger side. The driver's side is coming straight up from the brake. Straight through. Same spot, but it's the lower hole now, not the top hole. Push it through the frame. You just gotta weasel it in there. And we got her home. Alright, that wasn't much of a click, more of a clunk. But there you have it. Now I'll have to maneuver this a little bit better. Make sure that I've got like protective loom here. Make sure that I've got it all on where it rests on against the frame, against here where it touches the shock. I'm probably gonna zip tie a little bit of it here and there. But as far as that goes, that's the parking brake cables up to that point. Oh, I got it down my shirt. All right, I'll move you around a bit. Okay, well, this is the other side of things now. Out here is kind of where I routed the parking brake cables going to the back brake there, and then goes across the axle to the back. You can kind of see it going down over there. And they all come down through the frame, up through here, right up through here. So passenger side still kind of loose. It can go a ways yet. That's kind of nice that it has some lumen there. All right, it can go back there. So that's going to hook onto this piece here and this piece here. Remember, I just had this in my head. It should hook onto here. Oopsie doodles. Come on now. You know, in theory. So, kind of like that. And this was like that. Oh, you can't see. Hold on, fellas. So, and then this is your adjustment here. Okay. So now, what do I got? Okay, so this has got to come all the way out. Let me stay back there. This protective loom's gotta, it's gotta go in here. Okay, now, you see this, it's gotta go into here. Wait for it. Oh man. Hold on. Hold on, people. Alright. Kinda heard a click there, did you? It's in there. Alright. The other side's in there. Okay. Now this piece here, that's got to be hooked into that. Alright. Oh, that's gonna be fun. And now everything gets tight. I love it. Let's see if we can do it. Alright, so I have a feeling I'm going to have to undo this little nut here in order to give that enough slack to get it in here. Once I got it in here, I can tighten the nut up. So bear with me, I'll get a little wrench. Alright, so I've taken that nut right off, so that can come out. And now this can just come forward as far as I like it to. It's got to go into the bracket here. Go to your home. Alright. Alright, so she's good. Now I gotta hook this back up into here. Oh my. Should be able to. This is your tensioning adjustment. Oh yeah, I got lots of, oh, you can't see. Can you? No, you can see. Alright. So I need 3 hands. I need one to put the bolt in, one to hold it. Where did I put that? There it is. Alright. I just need a couple threads on it. But you see how this could tighten up your cables? You thread that nut on. Oh, folks. Oh. Let me tell you what. This job's beating me up. I wish I could get this truck on the lift. It's just, it's not mobile right now. I ended up blowing a brake line. So I have to roll it forward, lift the box off. Of course, the line is right above the fuel tank. I'll show you. You see why this here's all wet. Above there's a brake line somewhere that goes to the back. It's the main brake line. Press on the brakes, it just comes scooshing out of there. Unfortunately, so gotta take the box off and get that all done. Now, I'm gonna get a little ratchet instead of a wrench, because the ratchet will fit perfectly in there with a deep socket. And I'm gonna tighten up this, make this not so loose. Bear with me. Now it is a lock nut. Maybe I should have just got my gun on there and gave her a few spins with the gun. All right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a little extension. Let's try that. All right. So that's not too bad. That's decently tight. You see there, I tightened her pretty good. So you want to hit the brake a few times just to make sure. Well, first of all, you want to make sure that you're not already tensioning the brakes. You tighten this down too much, you're gonna put pressure on the parking brake. I'm just gonna drag, wear it out, make it hot. So you want to go and spin the rotors, make sure they're not grabbing. And if they are grabbing, hit the brake a few times. This these adjusters here, or these connectors here will take the first time you hit them hard, they're gonna pull back into the connector a little bit. So you'll probably have to adjust this a little bit. As you can see here, there's something wrong with this one. I'm gonna have to get in there with a vice grip or something and try to get it to go back into the bracket. It's not being friendly with me at all. But let's try to do that right now. Yeah, there it goes. You can see it. It kind of went back in. See what I mean? And now all of a sudden it's a little bit looser. So there you go. So I mean, it's not loose, but it's not very tight. So I'm gonna see if the brakes are grabbing, and then I might tighten it a bit more. So they're running pretty good. I don't feel any grabbing. All right. The other side's also moving. I can see it from here. It's moving very easily, actually. So I'm gonna go step on the parking brake and see if these bad boys engage. Oh my. I guess it would be fair to say that they grabbed. Yeah, they pulled hard. Let me check the other side. Oh yeah. The parking brake's engaged. I'm gonna release them and see if that releases. So it seems to release pretty hardily. A lot better than it used to. I think it should be loose now. Oh yeah. Okay, so I think I have to tighten it up a bit more because it went down to the floor pretty easy. I got it pretty tight there. I'm gonna go ahead and see if the see if it spins. So I'll still just freewheeling pretty easy here. So I'll hit the brake again, see what happens, see how it feels. Oh, it feels good. Excuse me. Oh, they're on there so tight. Again, brake pops up nice and snappy. And these just spin. Alright, tighten it up a bit more. Wow, it's even my, I guess I just have to do it by hand. Okay. That's pretty taut. They're still not grabbing. So let me see the parking brake again. I've almost got it. I've almost got it. I am getting the truck safety though. In Ontario here, they really want a good parking brake, especially if it's a standard transmission, which this one is a 6-speed. Alright. It feels like there's no slop at all. It's you know, pulling down pretty hard here. Pretty taut. I'll just leave it like that and we'll see what the brakes feel like. Well, that's good. They're not catching. I almost feel them a little bit though. Let me see my brake pedal. Oh, that feels so good. All right. Okay, a little bit more and then I'm done. I promise. That's pretty tight. I think if I leave it there, I'm doing okay. Let's just hope we're not grabbing here. Oh yeah, okay. We're good. It's just rolling. They're not grabbing. Nice and tight. Let me check my pedal. Okay. So about halfway down I get hard resistance and it comes snapping back up. So hopefully that holds the truck. That's how you tension up the park brake. That's how you replace all the parking brake cables. Hopefully this wasn't too boring. It was tiring, it was messy, it was dirty, it hurt my hands. I said a few things off camera. But let me show you what it looks like from up here. Okay. So there's my pedal. But right about there, it's about halfway down. It's really stiff, and it goes like way further. And this comes flying back up. Whoa. Here we are back here. This just rolls still. Pretty easy. I'm turning both sides as well. That was a fun job, fellas. If you're gonna tackle it. There we go. It's a pretty fun job. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.